Today I'm going to teach you 3 drills that will help you start your active splits journey so that you could not only unlock these ranges of motion but be able to move inside them. I'm saying that because most methods you find online are about stretching your legs until you can be in the front and middle splits, but as movers we want to not only have this range of motion but be able to move inside of it. The reason most people will work on stretching out their legs on a high level is because the splits are usually used for aesthetic purposes like gymnastics or for other reasons like martial arts where they need to kick pretty high. There are basically 2 ways of increasing your ranges of motion. One is passively by stretching the target muscle, and the second is actively by strengthening the opposite muscle in its end range of motion. But today we'll work on a third, not so famous way called loaded progressive stretching, where we actively strengthen our target muscle at its end range of motion. Before we get started, my goal with this channel is to build an intellectual community of nice people around the movement world. So if you're interested in joining, you're welcome to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Anyway, let's get started. Before we jump into the exercises, it's important to warm up our feet and ankles since we'll be spending a lot of time in the inversion position with our feet, and over time it will place a lot of load on our ankles. The way I warm it up is by just moving my feet in every possible direction for turn circles per side and balancing on all of the sides of each foot. The first exercise is the isometric middle split holds. This drill is pretty simple, to be honest. All you want to do is stand with your legs spread to the sides as wide as you can, with your toes pointing as forward as you can, and just hold it for 1 minute per set for 3 to 5 sets. The point in this drill is in trying to stop yourself from slipping down. So if you see that you can't maintain the position for an entire minute for 3 to 5 sets, go a bit higher. At the beginning, it shouldn't be very hard to do because your body structure will help your adductors take the load, but the lower you'll go, the harder it will get. The second exercise is the straddle up. In this exercise, we want to start very similarly to the last exercise, but our goal now isn't to just stay put, but to transition from the isometric middle split hold to straddle sitting. We start by standing up pretty close to a step or a box, whatever you have near you that you can sit on, and we want to get into our lowest active middle split position we have and send our hands backwards, place them on whatever we have behind us, sit on it and go back up. Now there are 2 details you want to pay attention to. One is that you don't walk back with your hands, you place them in one go. And 2 is that you don't want to go back too much and have your legs bend when you sit down. Try to get a bit farther away from the step and try again. You'll slowly want to progress in this version until you can use a lower step or box and then the floor. Do 3 to 5 sets of 10 repetitions. Once getting down to the floor gets easy, you can transition to not using hands and go back to using a step. Find a height you can work on for 10 repetitions for 3 to 5 sets that challenges you just a bit, and make sure you don't crash when going down. You want it to be slow and controlled. Over time, you'll be able to go lower and lower. These are the 2 exercises for the middle split. For the front split, we have the isometric front split holds. It's pretty similar to the isometric middle split hold exercise since we actively hold ourselves from crashing in this drill too, but because we're doing it in the front split position, there's an added balance element. So we place one foot behind the other as far as we can and hold it for 1 minute. And with time, we'll be able to go lower and lower. Remember to switch legs and do it for 3 to 5 sets. At first, balancing won't be that difficult, but the lower you'll go, the more you have to place your front leg's weight on your heel. That's when the balance work comes into play. If it's too hard for you, try using an object near you for support, but if you can, try to use it as least as possible since developing our balance is one of our goals in movement training. That's it. These are the drills you want to work on to start your active splits journey. It's important to understand that this journey takes time. Developing your ranges of motion in a safe way means being patient. If you'll try to rush it too much, you can easily injure yourself. So take your time. If you want some more exercises that will supplement the active splits work, I made a video about hips mobility. It has some cool exercises you might find useful. A link should pop up somewhere up here, so check it out if you want to. If you want to learn more about how to move your body, you're welcome to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We also have a community of really cool people around it, so you're welcome to join. Anyway, have a good day and peace.